The NFL's head coaching carousel has thinned considerably, but 6 critical vacancies remain. The Buffalo Bills, Baltimore Ravens, Pittsburgh Steelers, Cleveland Browns, Arizona Cardinals, and Las Vegas Raiders are all still searching for their next leader in a market where the top candidates are increasingly tied to teams still alive in the playoffs. The pool of contenders is deep and intriguing. It features respected defensive minds like the Chargers' Jesse Minter, the Broncos' Vance Joseph, and the Vikings' Brian Flores. On the offensive side, rising stars like the Jaguars' Grant Udinski, the Broncos' Davis Webb, and the Rams' Nate Schilhassa are in high demand. Experienced former head coaches like Brian Daboll, Cliff Kingsbury, and Mike McDaniel also offer intriguing options for teams looking for a proven commodity. Several of these searches are uniquely complex. In Pittsburgh, the Steelers must weigh their respect for former assistant Brian Flores against the fresh ideas from Rams coaches like Chris Shula and Nate Schilhassa. Cleveland's decision appears to be between offensive innovators Grant Udinski and Schilhassa, and the desire to keep defensive coordinator Jim Schwartz. Arizona seems to favor a familiar face, with Vance Joseph holding a strong position due to his past tenure and relationship with ownership. 2 of the most watched searches are in the AFC North. The Baltimore Ravens process is seen as a showdown between 2 elite coordinators, defensive architect Jesse Minter and offensive innovator Clint Kubiak. The choice will signal whether the team wants to maintain its defensive identity or fully weaponize Lamar Jackson's prime with a quarterback-centric coach. Meanwhile, the Buffalo Bills' search is the most unpredictable, starting late after Sean McDermott's firing. While names with ties to Josh Allen, like Brian Daboll and Davis Webb, are logical, the organization's sudden promotion of general manager Brandon Beane adds a new layer to the dynamic. Some league circles have even floated the radical idea of the Bills exploring a trade for an established offensive-minded head coach, though such a move would be costly. In Las Vegas, the Raiders' search is heavily influenced by their likely selection of a quarterback with the number 1 overall pick. This makes a coach with offensive expertise paramount, putting candidates like Jesse Minter, who has Michigan ties to general manager John Spytek, and Davis Webb, a former quarterback known for his development skills, in the spotlight. As the conference championships approach, teams are displaying unusual patience, willing to wait for assistance from clubs like the Broncos, Rams, and Seahawks to become available for in-person interviews after January 26. The final decisions for these 6 franchises will not only shape their own futures but will also define the next era of offensive and defensive innovation across the entire league. The chess match is entering its final, most critical phase.